Welcome to speech enhancement course. In this video we will see what is the need of framing and windowing in processing the speech signal in frequency domain. The first thing is, to process the signal in frequency domain we have to apply any transform technique to convert the time domain signal to frequency domain. Generally Fourier transform is used to convert the time domain signal to frequency domain. But here the Fourier transform is applicable for stationary signals only. At the very beginning we discussed that the speech is non-stationary signal or quasi-stationary signal, right? So that's why we cannot directly apply the Fourier transform on the non-stationary signals like speech. So what we are doing here is we are applying the framing and then windowing before processing. Why we are doing framing and windowing means, here if you do framing and windowing, what we are taking here, let us consider 10,000 samples are there for the actual total speech signal. Out of this, first we are taking first 100 samples. Now it is sure that if you take 10,000 samples, the energy and frequency is not same at each and every place, right? But if you take only few samples like 100 samples by using framing, right, within that short duration of 100 samples time, it is stationary, that is the frequency is same here over that 100 samples and mean and variance is same, right? So that is, if you do framing and windowing, that short segment of speech may be considered as a stationary. Now you can apply the Fourier transform on that short segment. Why? Because there is no sudden variations of the frequency or energy or mean or variance within that short duration. Here short duration means, here let us consider one phoneme, one sound here. So right, so that's why approximately suppose 20 milliseconds to 30 milliseconds, if you consider that short segment, we can consider as a stationary, and then you can apply the Fourier transform on that. That's why here, rather than directly applying the Fourier transform on the speech signal, first we are doing the framing and windowing such that you can get the short segments. Upon the short segments you can easily apply the Fourier transform. Why? Because now the speech signal is not a non-stationary signal, it is a stationary signal for that short segment of the speech. Thank you.